Good morning. We are welcoming all the guests on the dais and off the dais on the occasion of ADCO, trademark managed by Council for Sustainable Peace and Development, initiated a project that is known as South Sudan Holistic Development Program 2030. South Sudan, more rich and wild-based company, and up to 2030, it will cover up with a knowledge-based economy with link of various service and product. So welcome all of you. South Sudan, officially known as the Republic of South Sudan, is a landlocked country in the East Central Africa. The country gained its independence from the Republic of Sudan in 2011, making it the newest country with the widespread recognition. Its capital and largest city is Juba. South Sudan is bordered by Sudan to the north, Ethiopia to the east, Kenya to the southeast, Uganda to the south, and Democratic Republic of Congo to the southwest, and Central African Republic to the west. It includes the vast swamp region of the Sud. Formerly by the White Nile and known locally as the Bahr al-Jabal, meaning mountain sea, Sudan was occupied by Egypt under the Muhammad Ali dynasty and was governed as the Anglo-Egyptian codominion until Sudanese independence in 1956. Following the First Sudanese Civil War, the Southern Sudan Autonomous Region was formed in 1972 and lasted until 1983. South Sudan became an independent state on 9 July 2011, following 98.83% support for independence in January 2011 referendum. South Sudan has a population of 12 million, mostly of the Nilotic peoples. Christianity is the major religion. In September 2017, the United Nations Special Representative for the Children and Armed Conflict said the half of South Sudan's inhabitants are under 18 years old. It is a member of the United Nations, the African Union, the East African Community, and Intergovernmental Authority on Development. In July 2012, South Sudan signed the Geneva Convention. South Sudan has suffered ethnic violence and has been a civil war since 2013. As of 2018, South Sudan ranked the third lowest in the latest United Nations World Happiness Report and has the highest score on the American Fund for Peace Fragile State Index, that is formerly known as the Failed State Index. It is very important to know why we are focusing South Sudan. So, in diameter of South Sudan is 6,19,745 square meter with boundary South Sudan to the north, Ethiopia to the east, Uganda and Kenya to the southeast, Democratic Republic of Congo to the southwest, and Central African Republic to the west. Climate: equatorial climate with high humidity and lots of rainfall. The rainy season vary but is generally between April and November. Temperature are moderate but vary depending on the season. Terrain: mainly plain, interrupted every dew, often by hilly area with thick equatorial vegetation and seventh grassland. The country also has mountainous regions along its borders with Uganda. Some of these including Imetong, Dinanga, Dogantanga, which rise more than 3,000 meters above sea level. Mineral resources including petroleum, iron ore, gold, silver, copper, aluminum, coal, uranium, chromium wire, copper, zinc, mica, diamond, quartz, and tungsten. As for water resource, the river Nile is the dominant geographic feature in the South Sudan. Flowing across the country, South Sudan is the home to the world's largest swamp, the Sud, which cover a total area 30,000 square kilometers. Geological studies and prospecting have uncovered that South Sudan has considerable deposit of various minerals, ferrous and non-ferrous such as gold, iron, uranium, copper, limestone, marble, granite, chromium, zinc, tungsten, mica and magnetite, as well as gemstone, petroleum and other chemicals. Workforce: the people from South Sudan, the population of South Sudan is 8.26 million as per the 2008 census and increasing 2.8 annually, and is composed of more than 200 ethnic groups speaking language found primarily within the South Sudan, with other language from neighboring Kenya, Ethiopia, Uganda, Congo, Northern Sudan, that is Khartoum. The two large ethnic communities in South Sudan account for more than 50% of population, the Dinka and the Nuer. 4.29 million are male and 3.97 million are female. The population is extremely young. 60% are under the age of 5, 32% under the age of 10, 51% under the age of 18, 72% of the population under the age of 13. Source: Southern Sudan Center for Census, Statistics and Evaluation. 83% of population is residing in rural area. This is also varies widely between state, with 92% of population in northern Bahr al Ghazal classified as rural, composed to 57% in the western Bahr al Ghazal. Source: Southern Sudan Center for Census, Statistics and Evaluation. 51% of population live below the poverty line and 27% of the adult population is illiterate. Education: literacy rate is South Sudan is near 27%. This number raised up 53% in the age of urban population. In rural area, the rate goes down to 22%. Source: Strategic Yearbook and South Sudan 2010. Gross enrollment rate for primary school is 72%, existing big difference between region. Historical agriculture and livestock sector have been the sector with more people employed. It is not difficult to find experienced worker in the area. In relation with business opportunity, most of South Sudan minerals and oil wealth is yet unexploited. Several international investors are already operating in the South Sudan, largest export sector. With independence and lifting of the sanction, new opportunity arise for investors to expand oil exploration and production as well as prospect and develop other mineral resource. 4. The develop local refinery and fuel storage capacity, oil and gas exploration and production. Less than 50% of suspected oil reserve currently exploited. Develop oil and gas refinery and oil pipeline connecting neighboring countries like the Kenya, Uganda and Ethiopia. Education: to imparting the knowledge among citizens of South Sudan and surrounding country and creating manpower of the country from elementary to higher education. Health and medical: promote health and medical facility to South Sudanese and others. Tourism: to promote tourism and sanctuary in South Sudan. Innovation: to promote innovation and research in and out country. Infrastructure development: to shall work in line with the road construction, cement industry, iron casting industry, electricity, power generation, renewable energy. Mining industry: to promote mining industry like petroleum, gold, copper, iron, ore, zinc, chromium, security. Agriculture: to promote South Sudan land, technology, irrigation facility, agriculture college, cattle wealth, restoration center. Media: to promote national and international news across the East Africa and establishment of Nile News, Nile TV, Nile Report and Nile Media. Public welfare and development: to promote various industry in East Africa like automobiles, aviations, capital goods, electricity system, gems and jewelry, IT and BPM, chemical, food, affordable housing, clothing, printing, clean and drinkable water. Geological study and prospecting have uncovered that South Sudan has a considerable deposits of the various minerals, ferrous and non-ferrous, such as gold, iron, mineral, copper, limestone, marbles, granite, chromium, zinc, tungsten, mica, manganese, as well as gemstone, petroleum, and other chemicals. Holistic development of South Sudan 2030 and upgradation of government infrastructure, incomes, and revenue generation. Council is more concerned to focus in South Sudan's sustainability in proposing following institute, that is Forensic Science University, Health and Sports University, Green and Renewable Energy, School of Mining, School of Hospitality and Catering, School of Drama, Holistic Development University Juba, Women Empowered University, and State Investment Promotion Agency, Land and Irrigation Systems, Juba Metropolitan University, that proposed and acted as reference, South Sudan University, Agriculture and Development, Nile TV, Nile Report, Nile Entertainment, South Sudan Center for Excellence of the Public Transport and Infrastructure Development, South Sudan Center for Land and Infrastructure. For the above proposed institution and research center, we are inviting investor for education, information and communication development, petrochemicals, green and renewable energy, agriculture, entertainment channels, emphasis on the primary, secondary and higher education, primary schools, secondary schools, conventional university, a special university for forensic, renewables, sports, paramedicals and like that. So interested individuals need to submit proposals, idea and expression of interest to invest South Sudan, indiaafrica.org or Dr. Sinha CS at gmail.com or asiaafricaonline at gmail.com. Thank you very much.